My name is Georgina Fenton and I'm a researcher in the Cancer Epidemiology and Prevention Research Team, which is part of the School of Public Health at the University of Sydney in Australia. Our team is focused on melanoma genetics and particularly whether offering genetic testing for melanoma to the wider population could be a new strategy for helping to prevent melanoma or lead to early detection. We did this study because we're interested in understanding the impact of informing people about their personal genetic risk of melanoma, particularly the emotional and behavioural responses people may experience after receiving their results. These responses are likely to be linked to whether people make lifestyle changes around sun protection and skin examinations. Our research team previously conducted a randomised controlled trial that examined the feasibility, acceptability and impact of delivering personalised genomic risk of melanoma information to the public. That study had 121 participants who received personal melanoma genomic risk results. Around 7 months after the completion of that study, we recruited 30 of those participants to take part in semi-structured interviews to explore their responses to receiving the genomic risk information qualitatively. We found there were participants who experienced positive emotional responses, including feeling happy and reassured with their result. We also found that there were some participants who experienced negative emotional responses, and they were mainly disappointment and worry. However, those feelings had dissipated over time. Many participants reported they'd made positive behaviour changes around sun protection and skin checks since receiving their result. We also found that participant responses were linked to their expectations and pre-existing perceptions around their risk of melanoma, as well as their genomic risk category. So that means if they were found to be at low, average or high risk of developing melanoma. Given the high incidence of melanoma in Australia, it is really important that we continue to try and find new approaches to further improve prevention and early detection, and offering genomic testing for melanoma may be incorporated into future strategies. If that is the case, dermatologists and their patients will require support, resources and education around the impact of the testing in order to maximise the benefits and mitigate potential harms. We expect that the findings from this study will contribute to the workforce preparation and implementation of genomic testing.